California. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull, Jay Williams. And Jay, 16 banners, many retired numbers, the aura and the mystique. Greet the opponent here tonight.
Ed, all those accolades are great, but we're talking about 2019. This is a new, young Lakers team. Let's see what kind of effort they bring on the floor tonight.
Let's do it here from Staples Center. The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Kuzma to James. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play on the first possession of the game. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Jay, what do you make of the pressure on this franchise? A whole country is watching.
Pressure makes diamonds, my friend. So if you're your jury, you're throwing everything.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Lowry with it. Down 5. Driving right to the basket. JaVale McGee rejects it.
Sent a message in that.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy leg.
To James. Gets a look, can't hit. Lowry into the front court. Down 3. Kyle Kuzma with the block. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Second block in this quarter. Slams it down.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Curling inside. And McGee there for the rebound. To Ball. Can't connect from inside.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Oh, they call him for the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Kyle Kuzma. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Leonard to Lowry. Jonas Valanciunas, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Jonas Valanciunas with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. JaVale McGee. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lowry to Danny Green. Oh, had him going there for a second. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
James. Short jumper off the mark. Here's Leonard for two. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Goes to the right side. To Ball. Down for McGee. Raptors come away with it. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big... Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Danny Green. Lowry. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
James can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Knocked loose. LBJ with it. Lonzo Ball. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Leonard, the drive, right to the basket. To Lowry. Jumper's good.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Has a chance. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Lowry, great feed for 3, and the Lakers with the rebound. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for the Lakers, number 7, JaVale McGee.
And the finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Lakers ball.
Here we go.
And counted at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Leonard. The drive, right to the basket.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Count the bucket for 2.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Ball. Lonzo Ball hits the tough shot. The defender played it well. Lonzo strikes.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Kawhi Leonard. Not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Lakers at the controls right now. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto
Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Here's Leonard for 2. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Short jumper stays out. That's going to be out of bounds. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
C.J. Miles entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Number 11, Michael Beasley.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. James into the front court. Leads 5. Count the basket inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas looking good. 4 for 5.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
3, LeBron James.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Trying to cash in. Leonard shot won't go down. LeBron with it up top. His team up by 7. Nice pass to get things going.
We used to hear that saying all the time, a 2 is a 2, keep it moving. Nah, a 2 isn't a 2. It can be a dagger sometimes when the defense has mental lapse like that. He deflates the energy of the D by making easy lays.
To Valanciunas. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Greg Monroe at the line for 2 shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Ball into the front court. It's a 9-point lead.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. There's the toss. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
First foul in the final 2 minutes. Into the game for the Toronto Raptors, number 3, OG Anunoby.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Leonard to Van Vliet. Missed a wide open look. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished third in the voting for Sixth Man of the Year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
Kawhi Leonard, now 4 for 9.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
LeBron James.
Oh, whistle.
Welcome to New Age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's his first.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. LeBron into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Caldwell-Pope. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken by Toronto. Fred VanVleet. Brandon Ingram pins it. Fourth this contest. Lakers have it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Toronto has the basketball. LeBron James tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end.
And a putback slam. "19-footer at the buzzer." We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I return to the City of Angels after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished third in the voting for Sixth Man of the Year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
Wide open look won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
The assist from number 1, Kentavious
Toronto with the basketball. JaVale McGee knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
For LA, number 3, Josh Hart.
Pascal Siakam. Brandon Ingram sends it away. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. Off the assist.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
LeBron into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
James to Rose. Short jumper misses. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
JaVale McGee trying to cash in on the three-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line. The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Danny Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
LBJ has it. Stuffs it down with authority.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They find themselves down 10. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. Gets a look. Can't hit. Danny Green. Lets it fly from long range. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
That pass taken away by Toronto. No, I missed a short one there.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
New blood coming in for both sides. Kuzma. It's James. No good. That's great defense. To Leonard. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own.
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Kyle Kuzma swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried.
McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Leonard to Monroe. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Terrific vision. Serge Ibaka. 2 of 4 now.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Ball with it up top. Up 5. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
McGee powers it through.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
A drive-by ball, but he can't finish.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Lonzo with it. Lead stands at 7. Kyle Kuzma. That's how you defend. To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 for 7.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Lowry with it. 5-point game. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kyle Lowry trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. Nothing going here on that drive. James still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Leonard to Lowry. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyle Lowry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Got it from the line. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lowry into the front court. Down by 1. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Number 3, Josh Hart. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 4. Los Angeles Lakers are at the limit.
Leonard to Lowry. Leonard to Monroe. It's no good. Great defense. To Kyle Kuzma. Greg Monroe. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Knocked loose. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Beasley. Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Take stock of the floor. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. That one off the mark. It's no good. Lowry into the front court. Down a point. 4-3. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And number 14, Danny Green.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lowry has the basketball to Ibaka. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Kuzma. Ah, the monster stuff.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Kyle Lowry. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
To Beasley. The pass set it all up.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
They get it down to Ingram, leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. And count the basket inside.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Kyle Kuzma rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Beasley. And he finishes at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Rises for the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Los Angeles, they have it. Off the iron. It came out. Leonard to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
I like that.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Throws it down. Time expires to end the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Lakers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Raptors aren't down by too much at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game travel. Blocks.
Very physical basketball in the first half from these squads. Lots of block shots and some great defensive intensity.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2.
number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys down by 9.
Gotta come through.
To Danny Green. Lowry. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Ball's controlled by Lowry. Pascal Siakam to Danny Green. Knocked loose. Lowry. Beyond the arc for 3. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. To Ball. Pass to the rim. Flushes down the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 2, Lonzo Ball.
And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezi. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. So Lowry. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his second personal foul.
Leonard.
Team foul number 1.
Lowry. Yes! Three-pointer is good.
Look, no one was more disappointed in how the 18 season ended than Kyle Lowry. I'm sure he's been playing those games over and over in his mind like a bad nightmare. I would be shocked if we don't see a bigger edge and a bigger chip on his shoulder, because the reality is they need to start finding some answers in the 6, and quick.
Lowry with it. The deficit now up to 13. Can't connect from in close. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Leonard. Pascal Siakam, strong finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And the basket good at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Lowry to Leonard. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. To James. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To James from long range. Working hard and a putback slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Lowry. Man, that was a tough shot.
Lowry's been an all-star 4 straight years, but I got a real question. Who is Kyle Lowry? Right now, it seems like a serviceable guard. In order for Kyle Lowry to be the guy that Kyle Lowry knows he can be, it's time to take that game to another level, my man.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Substitution being made in this one.
For Toronto, number 9, Serge Ibaka.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Danny Green. JaVale McGee with the block. Incredible. 6 tonight. Ibaka. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Kuzma. Has a look. Shot by McGee, no good. Deep 2 there, won't go. JaVale McGee, great feed, sets it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Valanciunas. Won't go down. To Ball. Tosses. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
To Leonard. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Make that 7. Add 2 points to the board.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Kawhi Leonard. No good. To James. Count it. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
LeBron with it up top. Up a dozen. Kawhi Leonard with a piece. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First try at the line, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. And throws it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
From the outside, no good. Toronto has the basketball. Lowry to Leonard. For 3, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Here's James. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
It goes down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Short jumper won't fall. Lowry into the front court. The deficit is 6. And the finish off the nice step through.
And you're allowed 2 steps after you pick the basketball up. It doesn't matter which feet you step with, but 2 counts.
Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Flushes it home.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. If that's a Euro step, a side step, however they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that, whew.
Toronto with the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Probing the defense. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Greg Monroe. To Stevenson. The shot, almost.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
First personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Pascal Siakam gets it in the right corner. Lowry against the former MVP. To VanVleet. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Here comes the screen. Lowry to Monroe. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. To Rose. Has a chance. Derrick Rose. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Screen coming. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Team foul number 4. Los Angeles Lakers are in the penalty. Into the game for
Lowry.
the Toronto Raptors. Number 0, C.J. Miles.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. To Beasley. Rose. Not that time. He misses. Lowry into the front court. His guys trail by 10. And Jay, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Beasley, that's his second personal foul. Team foul.
Knocks down the first.
And the penalty.
Able to convert on both free throws. Los Angeles has the basketball.
I got ball. It's all me.
Rose to Stevenson. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Shot by Anunoby. No good. To Stevenson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Lance Stevenson trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 68%. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Drive here, but the shot stays out. The follow won't go either. Shot won't go. It's a big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Rose. Here's a chance from long range. Derrick Rose. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
3 quarters down with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Fred VanVleet to Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Count the basket at the rim.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Has a look. A fundamental shot right there.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished 3rd in the voting for Sixth Man of the Year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench, to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Monroe. Lakers have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Throws it down with the defender all over him.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here's LeBron for two. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. To Caldwell Pope. Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. All right. JaVale McGee to Rose. James to Rose. Derrick Rose. 4 out of 7.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
To Rose. Fires the three, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down. Second to three. Got it. And he hits all 3 free throws. Toronto has the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Monroe. JaVale McGee pins it. 8 now.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Whoops, that won't go.
Hey, check up, let's go.
Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. JaVale McGee tips it. 9 blocks. Had a good look there, but it's no good. It's James controlling the offense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Shot by Ibaka won't go down.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
From the painted area, won't go down. JaVale McGee to James. Down for McGee. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. A big finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. So possession remains with Toronto. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Ibaka. Here's Leonard for 2. And the Lakers have the rebound. To Ball. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Toronto with the basketball. Ibaka picked up by Derrick Rose. Lowry to VanVleet. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Ball with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. He'll run the offense. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Runner's good there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Ball. Oh, Lonzo Ball. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go up for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kyle Lowry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
Here I come.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Great dish to set it up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a 3-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Derrick Rose, still a sight to see. Well defended, he finds a way to knock it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Ball lobs it up, flushes down the slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
JaVale McGee sends it away. Make that 11.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Danny Green. Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lakers ball. James to Ball. Got it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Lowry. Shot from the lane won't go. To James. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Danny Green, defended by Derrick Rose. To Leonard. No good. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Rose to James. Rose buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Lowry. And the Lakers clear. To James. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Lowry. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Yes, me and you.
James. Lonzo Ball. Missed it. And a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Kawhi Leonard. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And gets both to drop at the line. Lakers at the controls right now. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
James to Ball. And finishes strong. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
And the slam.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Valanciunas to Leonard. Whoa, what a finish. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
From the outside, no good. Nothing going here on that drive. To Kyle Kuzma. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 2 shots. He's shooting 85% in this game. Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Kyle Kuzma is going to get 3 shots here. A career 70% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Hits a second. One more coming. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Desperation shot here from half court. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got themselves a win here today. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Raptors just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors.
Game trap. Defense.
The Los Angeles Lakers put on the pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
The chosen one was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Time now for the top plays of the game.
number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Los Angeles Lakers. And that does it for our post